Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, this is Riri's Money, and I am basically on a journey to quash $50,000 worth of debt. And I haven't been on YouTube for a little bit just because I have been taking a break. For those of you who don't know, I actually left my job in early February. I took a break because the job was just getting too stressful, it was too much, and there were a lot of other things that I wanted to pursue. So I've started to chase some of these other passion projects of mine, but I wanted to talk about where I am in terms of my budget journey. And so far, I think I'm still doing okay. The only thing that has really stifled me in the last little bit is the fact that my former employer has actually taken a little bit more time than expected to send me my last and like my final check. They don't actually pay out, you're supposed to get your vacation paid out. And what they do is they process your final paycheck on the payday for the pay period that you worked up to, or that's within the pay period. And they do not pay out your vacation at the same time. So in other places, I've actually had my vacation paid out with the pay period money that I worked for. But I guess the process is a little different in the sense that they process the vacation pay separately. Fortunately, I prepared for this because I suspected that this was going to happen. So I've been doing okay. I did have savings that I previously pulled out from because I got screwed over, and I talked about that a bit in another video where I was sick for almost a month with pneumonia. The pay didn't quite work out, so I had savings saved up and I was able to take from those. I know some of you left comments saying like dealing with the disability offices can be really annoying, and it certainly was. It really sucked. But what I've also been doing is to alleviate a lot of this. I did do a little bit of shopping because there were some things that I needed. I've started working out vigorously, and I'm really proud of that journey. We're coming up on almost 2 weeks now, and I've lost, I'm not looking more at the weight, I'm looking more at the inches that I'm losing on my body. And in every section, I've lost at least half an inch. But I'm really proud of that journey that I've been on, just because I've constantly been struggling with my weight. And the last job I was in, I paid no attention to my weight, and it just got out of control. And I'm at the heaviest I've ever been, but I'm also working out way more than I have in almost a decade, which is fantastic because I'd usually work out like 2-3 times a week. Now I'm working out like 6 days a week, and that's been happening for 2 weeks now, and I'm really proud of that. And I do Pilates, I do a little bit of running. We have a stationary bike at home. We do have a gym. It's actually like right outside our unit, but oftentimes there are people there that don't practice proper gym etiquette. So unless I'm in there by myself, I prefer to be at home, working out with a Pilates bar or with a stationary bike or with the yoga mat. And there are a lot of really great exercises you can do with those items. The stationary bike is already paid for itself because I bought that almost a year ago, but the Pilates bar was $20, the yoga mat was $15, and I bought that yoga mat ages ago, like almost 4 years ago. So again, it's paid for itself, although it is starting to look a little bit ratty. So I might look at getting a new one in the next little while. So in terms of my budgeting, I don't actually have a lot of money to cash stuff right now, if any. Just because everything that I'm making from side hustles is literally going toward any bills that are due. I haven't missed a bill, which is great, and I hope to keep it that way. But right now, I'm not stuffing any cash. In fact, there are some cases in which I'm taking cash out of the cash stuffing, but this is what it's for. And this is one thing I've struggled with in the budgeting community. I'm curious to know what other people think about this. I see people stuffing cash, but I also know that that cash is meant to be used for when you're dealing with an emergency or when you need to use that cash, right? So I'm just curious to know what people think about that. Do you try and not touch that cash period, or do you actually utilize it for those expenses, or do you wait like, let's say 6 months before you start taking money out of those envelopes? I'm really curious to know. The last check that's owed from my employer should be coming in the first week of March, which is so funny because the week after that I start my new job. I'm hoping to have a cash stuffing video up by mid-March, if not earlier than that, but do know that I'm still on this journey. I'm still here. If you're not following me on Instagram, I'm definitely posting there relatively more. And I do also have a TikTok as well. So I just wanted to drop in and say hi. I'm out here living my best life, but paying free 99 for it because I don't want to spend any money right now. I am still committed to this journey. I'm still here. And I hope that you'll continue to stick around with me because I have just been enjoying the people I've been meeting in this community. Everyone's so nice. Everyone's fantastic and has really good advice. So thank you so much for tuning into this very quick check-in. And I'll have a few other videos. I'm going to have some budgeting videos in the meantime, and I'll talk about how I managed to spend very little money while I've been away from the world of employment. So stay tuned for those. I promise there's more coming. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.